inspired by a dream. That dream is now a reality. Our goal at GameDay Media is to provide a new way of watching high school sporting events in Northwest North Dakota through live audio, video streaming services. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch and listen to all the action. We are looking for business sponsors to come on board with GameDay Media to help promote your business as we help to promote our area athletes during our broadcasts. Contact David or Randy Peterson for further details on how you can become a sponsor on GameDay Media. GameDay Media, more than a game.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, Frames by Ryan James, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Game 1, Tech Next Solutions, Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Prairie Ford of Stanley, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, TNT Measurements Incorporated, MC Property and Maintenance LLC, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, Bethel Baptist Church of Powers Lake, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
And as we come back here live here on GameDay Media, my name's Randy Peterson. We're privileged to be at the barn tonight up here in Powers Lake, North Dakota for a District 7 matchup tonight. The contestants tonight, the visitors on the scoreboard, will be the Maroons out of Divide County, coming into this game with a 4-5 overall record on the season, coached up by 12th year head coach, I think it's 12 years, Kent Harding, and taking the reins for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers with a 4-3 record. The home team on the scoreboard tonight here from the barn, it'll be Seth Wistoff. I believe he's in his third year, probably second stint that he's been the head coach. I know he started out as the girls coach, then stepped away a little bit, but has taken over the reins as the girls basketball coach this year and doing a fine job as he's got the Ranchers with a 4-3 record through the 2023 year, as they're playing their first game here in 2024 and looking for a win in District 7 competition against the Divide County Maroons. Again, my name is Randy Peterson. We're privileged to be here tonight at the barn. I want to remind everybody that if you're liking wrestling, we have another stream going on down at Tioga High School with a wrestling triangular, the Bishop Ryan Lions taking on the Williams County Firestorm, as well as Delax Burlington as part of that triangular. So you can tune in onto that stream as well on our GameDay Media channel. You can go out to GameDay Media ND, subscribe to our YouTube channel at no cost, enable all the notifications, give us a like once in a while, and helps us all in YouTube land. And you can also find us at Facebook. And our site there is GameDay Media on Facebook. Got a lot in store for you here from the NCC Sports Desk as we're producing our live broadcast tonight here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. And when we step aside, we'll come back with our Continental Resources coaches' comments. First up, it'll be the visitors' coach. It'll be Kent Harding after this 2-minute timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today. While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today. D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Again from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back to the Continental Resources Coach's Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've been able to catch up with head coach Seth Wistoff of the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers to talk with me about their upcoming District 7 game this evening. As we come back into Game Day Media from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back to the Continental Resources Coach's Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Kent Harding of the Divide County Maroons girls basketball team to talk with me about their upcoming game this evening with the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. First of all, Coach Harding, thanks for making yourself available here on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
Yes, Randy, no problem. Thanks for having me on. We appreciate it.
The Maroons closed out 2023 with a 4-5 record, but are still tied for second place in the standings of District 7 with a perfect 3-0 record. You played outside the district recently against some pretty good teams, and at this point of the season, what do you feel has been some good things that you've seen so far in your team so far this season, Coach? And likewise, what do your Maroons need to improve on as you continue in the 2024 portion of the season, Coach?
Positive, I'd say, Randy. We got a lot of kids playing. I mean, we're playing 7, 8, 9, sometimes kids in a game in a nighttime. So we got more kids playing. We got some younger kids that are coming in and doing well for us to playing some minutes. So allows us to rest some people a little bit and gives us a little more offense, a little more ball handling. So scoring the ball, I mean, against good teams, the last couple good teams we played, we struggled to score a little bit, again, based on their defensive capabilities. So still learning how to move the ball necessarily against the zone and knock down some shots when we have them. So defensively, we still got a ways to go. Our man-to-man kind of comes and goes a little bit. We need to get that consistent and keep it there. And then try to develop some second defenses that we can use as well.
We all know that basketball is a team game that is made up of a number of individuals. Who are some of those players that are having a pretty good season so far this year for your Maroons, Coach?
Skylar Werman has come in and scored some points a few different games for us. I think she had 17 one of our games. Billy Forcher has had 16 and 8 and 10. She's pretty consistent around the 8-10 mark. Journey Werman, as a 7th grader, has come in the last last 4 games we played, I believe she's been our leading scorer. So Journey comes in and definitely gives us scoring capabilities, driving to the basket and the three as well. From there, we have others chip in a little here and there. We need to get some of those that haven't scored as much to get 6-8 a game to get us back up close to that 40 mark for the game. Gives us a better chance to win at that level.
As we look at the game tonight against the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, both the Ranchers and the Maroons have perfect records, like we said, in District 7 play at 3-0. This will be an important game for both teams, and the Ranchers will have the home court advantage playing at the barn tonight. In your opinion, what do you feel will be a key factor in whether your Maroons will be able to capture a win on the road tonight and stay perfect in District 7 play, Coach?
I think we just got to use what we've learned so far. I mean, we've played there obviously forever. We know it's a little tougher place to play, kind of a little bit more cramped in gym with a lot of fans right on the sidelines, right up close. We got to go there and we got to hit some shots. We got to hit some shots, try to jump into the lead, get the lead right away, and keep moving. We know what they're going to do. I mean, they're going to 1-2-2, 3/4 court press, trap us a little bit in the half court maybe as well. So we know things that are coming. We just got to be ready to offset that. Use the things that we've been working on in practice. That's a little bit of what we've been seeing. Some of the things that we were able to accomplish in practice, we're not 100% carrying it over to games. So we want that carryover tonight and get us off to a quick start.
Thanks for the time, Coach. You've been listening to our Continental Resources Coach's Comments with Divide County Maroons head coach Kent Harding. After a few words from our great Game Day Media sponsors, we'll come back with Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers head coach Seth Wistoff as we continue with our Border Plains Equipment pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk. Back after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James. At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
Again from the NCC Sports Desk, welcome back to the Continental Resources Coach's Comments here on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I've been able to catch up with head coach Seth Wistoff of the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers to talk with me about their upcoming District 7 game this evening with the Divide County Maroons. First of all, Coach Wistoff, thanks for making yourself available here on our Continental Resources Coach's Comments.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Your 2023-2024 season started out with 3 losses in your first 4 games, but then you put together a 3-game winning streak to end 2023 and closed out the year with a 4-3 record. As you reflect on the 2023 portion of the season, what do you feel has been a major reason why the Ranchers have found success recently?
I think we're learning, and each week actually each game, pretty much each day, we've been able to kind of add one more thing into our arsenal of things that we can do in the games. And the girls are, as they're learning, kind of my style of how I kind of teach the game of basketball, they're starting to adapt to that and pick up some new things, and we're playing together as a team. It's been a great group of girls to work with so far. They've got good attitudes. They're getting along, and if we can keep that up, we can do some pretty special things, I think.
As I look at the standings in District 7, Coach, the Ranchers are currently undefeated in district play and are tied at second place with a 3-0 record. We all know that it makes a team to learn how to play together, especially after losing as much talent off of a team like the Ranchers did through graduation last year. Who are some of those players that are filling the holes this year, and who is leading the Ranchers in scoring? And likewise, who are the Ranchers looking to as their defensive leader this year, and why?
Yeah, so we've had different leading scorers in a lot of different games. Two that kind of jump out are Addison Barstead has been playing really well. She's really strong on the offensive glass and getting putbacks. Really quick to the ball with that. And then Eliza Schroeder has also been scoring pretty well for us. She's been able to put the ball on the floor and get into that 10-foot range and knock down some shots, make some layups that are contested. And after that, I think we've got kind of a whole slew of girls that can step up and score. We like to have 8 girls score a night and hopefully try to get 3 in double figures. We haven't been able to do that a whole bunch, but as we go on, continue to put points on the board, we're hoping that that's the case. On the defensive side, we've really pretty much the whole crew has stepped up. We've been doing some different pressures and things like that, and it seems like each night a different girl kind of shines a little bit and stepping into passing lanes, rebounding, things like that.
And now on to tonight's game. You're taking on the Divide County Maroons on your home court at the Barn. The Maroons are sitting at 3-0 in District 7 play also, and so tonight's game will have a definite impact on the standings. What do you know about Coach Kent Harding's Maroon team, and in your opinion, what will be a key factor in whether the Ranchers will be able to capture a win tonight, Coach?
I think it's going to start for us on the defensive end. They've got some experience, some talented players, and they also have some youth that are starting to get a lot more minutes as the season goes on. And our big thing is we're going to have to come out and keep pressure on the defensive end. If we can do that, I think we can get stops, and then hopefully that will lead to some energy on the offensive side. They've got some height down low, Fortune girl, and she's a strong left-handed player, and so we got to make sure that we keep a body on her and keep her off the offensive rebounds because she's really talented down there.
You've been listening to our Continental Resources Coaches Comments segment of our Border Plains Equipment pregame show with Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers head coach Seth Wistoff. We're only minutes away from our Northwest Therapy Services opening tip-off, and when we step aside and come back, we'll continue with more of our pregame show from our NCC Sports Desk after a few words from some of our great GameDay Media sponsors.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
At Bethel Baptist Church in Powers Lake. Come join us for Sunday school at 10 and worship at 11. If you can't join us in person, make sure to find us on Facebook for messages, weekly devotionals, podcasts, and important Bethel updates at Bethel Baptist Powers Lake.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime. As we come back here to the barn, we got to highlight a couple of our new sponsors that have come on board with GameDay Media. Reservation Telephone Cooperative, located and based out of Parshall, North Dakota, coming on for the rest of our broadcast season, this winter season. Glad to have them on board, along with Bethel Baptist Church here in Powers Lake, North Dakota, as we look for that one under our pregame there. No, I guess not. I'm sorry. It's under the main camera at the top there. Bethel Baptist Church coming on board with us. Pastor Mike Fraunfelter encouraging everybody to come to their church on Sunday and be a part of their worship services at Bethel Baptist in Powers Lake, North Dakota. As we look at our starting lineups here tonight, we're looking at Divide County with their starting lineups. They go pretty young. Brita Opagard is a guard, and she wears number 5, stands 5'8". Skylar Wehrman is a freshman guard for head coach Ken Harding, wearing number 30. She stands 5'8". She's a freshman. Audrina Forcher, another freshman for the Maroons, gets the start at guard tonight at 5'5". And rounding out the starting lineup with 2 seniors, Maddie Fagerlin stands 5'5". She's a senior wearing number 32. And in the middle, the post player, Billy Forcher, a 6-foot senior. She wears number 34. The Maroons average about 38 points a game on the year so far in their first 9 games of the season. And as we continue on with our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup for the Powers Lake Ranchers, Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, Ava Bullinger gets the start tonight. She wears number 2, stands 5'7". She is a sophomore. Addison Barstead is a 6-foot sophomore at the point, gets the nod at forward tonight. She wears number 10. Liza Schroeder, a senior for head coach Seth Wistoff, gets the start. She stands 5'8". She is a senior and wears number 12. Claire Gunderson, another senior, standing 5'8", wears number 15, starts at forward tonight. And as we round out the starting lineups, it'll be Jocelyn Puckett, a 5'7" junior, getting the start tonight for the Powers Lake Ranchers. The Ranchers are 4-3 on the season, and again, they're coached up by Seth Wistoff. And what else can we talk about? Well, we can talk about the guy that's going to help us with the color commentating tonight. That is Noah Fredrickson, a former rancher up here in Powers Lake, and led his team to a couple of state tournaments and kind of some fun times back in the day, right, Noah?
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of fun memories to look back on.
Yeah, it was fun watching you guys and following you on the radio. And as we do this thing on GameDay Media, I know you got a little bit of interest in doing this sportscasting and sports writing and stuff to that nature. And I know you enrolled at Minot State University, and you'll start class on next Tuesday to learn how to do all this stuff, right?
I'm ready to finally get into this. I've always been interested in it and been around to help with Powers Lake's home broadcast, and I just love doing it. So I decided it might be time to really go for it. So I'm excited to start the journey.
Well, we're glad to have you on board here tonight. I know you're going to be with us tomorrow night as we go over to Ray tomorrow night. And it'll be the boys taking the floor in District 7 action tomorrow night over at Kurt Houghton Field Court in Ray, North Dakota, as the Ray Jays, the youthful Ray Jays, take on a partially new team for the Ranchers, too. It'll be the first time in 5 years, I think, that they haven't had Tyson Inget introduced at the start of a game, and along with Grayson Schroeder and Luke Fraunfelter and all those guys that have been very successful throughout their high school career, now have moved on, and Coach Jordan Carlson's got some holes to fill, and no doubt he's been able to do that with some of the players that I've seen play over the years. I've gotten a lot of minutes in varsity action, and their time to shine now tomorrow night against the Ray Jays. Will go on the air about 6:45 or right after the completion of the JV game, and then we'll also go on the air with our opening tip-off about 7:15 or so. With that, we're going to keep it right here as we're going to honor the United States of America. It'll be Taya Westerness, a junior for the Powers Lake School District, going to provide the national anthem tonight for us here at the barn. And we're just going to stop as we honor United States of America with the singing of our national anthem with Taya Westerness.
Through the
Very nice. Taya Westerness honoring the United States of America tonight, a junior here at Powers Lake. And it's great to be able to have kids that'll step up and do that sort of thing. Not everybody can do it. And as we look at our Haugland Insurance starting lineups tonight, we'll first start with the Divide County Maroons. I want to remind everybody that we're always looking for officials in North Dakota high school sporting events. And speaking of our officials tonight are Scott Heidel in his 25th year as an official in high school basketball. Renee Evansvold is in her 8th year as an official. And then our lead official tonight in his 15th year is Kevin Schneider. And so as we go to our Haugland Insurance Services starting lineups for the Divide County Maroons wearing their maroon uniforms with white trim, they're coached up by Kent Harding. It'll be Brita Oppegard, a senior, standing 5'8". Skylar Wehrman gets the start tonight, a freshman, wearing number 30. Adrina Forcher, another freshman for the Divide County Maroons, gets the start, along with Maddie Fagerlund, a senior, wearing number 32. And again, rounding out the starting lineup on your Haugland Insurance Services starting lineup, it'll be Billy Forcher, standing 6 foot. She is a senior and wears number 34. And for the home team on the scoreboard, the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, wearing their white uniforms along with their maroon and yellow, maroon and gold trim, I guess is what you call it. They're coached up by Seth Wistoff. Coming into this game with a 4-3 record will be Claire Gunderson, a 5'8" senior, getting the start tonight. Eliza Schroeder also getting the start, another senior wearing number 12. She plays guard for the Ranchers. At the post, it'll be Addison Barstead, a sophomore, standing 6 foot. She's aggressive. She's fun to watch, as well as Jocelyn Puckett getting the start tonight. She is a 5'7" junior wearing number 23. And another sophomore, Ava Bullinger, gets the start tonight, wearing number 2. So again, the Ranchers, Ava Bullinger, Addison Barstead, Claire Gunderson, Eliza Schroeder, and Jocelyn Puckett getting the start tonight here on our Northwest Therapy Services opening tip-off. And the Ranchers will be moving from right to left on your screen tonight. The Maroons will be going from left to right, and we're ready to go, no?
Yes, we are. 2 undefeated teams in the district in the barn tonight. Doesn't get much better than that.
I always thought it was hard to play here, but that's just me. I mean, it's just me. But I'm sure you're used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it.
You get used to it, but if you don't play here all the time, it can be a little difficult playing at the barn.
Gives a little advantage.
A lot of good fans up here at Powers Lake for sure. There's the whistle, and our opening tip is going to be controlled by the Ranchers. And then it's going to be in the hands of Claire Gunderson. And Gunderson, right off the bat, gets the first 2 points of the game on the board for the Powers Lake Ranchers as the Ranchers come out with some full court pressure. Going to run out of time here in the backcourt as there's a 10-second violation. That'll be the first turnover against the Maroons as they turn the ball over just 19 seconds into the game with a 10-second violation. And so it'll be the Ranchers inbounding the basketball, and Bullinger looking to the corner finds Schroeder, and then Barstead loses the handle on it. It goes off of her fingers and out of bounds. That'll be a turnover against the Ranchers here tonight. So both teams with 1 turnover so far as Skylar Wehrman tries to break the defense, and she does, and gets the ball back from Fortress. Heavy pressure put on the point by Barstead. Almost a reach there. Here's another pass out to Fagerlund. Fagerlund hits the deck, tied up. Possession arrow will stay with the Maroons. But that point on Addison Barstead's play, she's tough.
Yeah, you can't really just throw it past her. She's got those long arms, and she uses them very well.
And there's a good inbounds play, but the only reason they didn't convert it is it went off the arms of hands of Billy Forcher. It's another turnover, the second turnover of the night so far here for the Maroons. No pressure put on the backcourt by the Maroons. We're glad to have our listeners from KTGO joining us tonight on AM 1090 and 92.7 as there's another turnover by the Ranchers, giving the ball back over to the Maroons. Wehrman is able to keep the ball in play. Around the top of the horn they're playing. Now they go back to Forcher, Adrina, cousin of Billy Forcher. Kick out to Fagerlund. Fagerlund drives to the paint and then gets a foul called. It'll be a foul against the Ranchers. 15 is the guilty party. That's Claire Gunderson. That's the first team quarter foul. As Forcher's got it, then loses the handle on it, and it'll stay with the Maroons as it's off the Ranchers. Tough defense so far, Noah, by the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers.
Early signs of a defensive battle tonight.
I think both of these teams have struggled a little bit offensively, and now here's a shot that's going to be altered there, but it's going to be because there's a foul, and I believe that's going to be Ava Bullinger picking up the foul, her first. Second team foul of the quarter. Will send Adrina Forcher to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one's up, gets the roll here at the barn. And the Maroons are on the board at the 6:34 mark of the first quarter. 2-1 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Forcher toes the stripe for the second of 2 free throws. Second one's also good as well. So 2 points apiece for both teams. 6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Glad you've joined us. And there's a moving screen by the Ranchers. And that's going to be whistled against Addison Barstead as Seth Wistoff is talking to our lead official tonight, Kevin Schneider, about that call and giving him his point of view, I guess.
Didn't seem to agree with it too much.
Most of the times they don't change those calls.
No.
Here's Billy Forcher again. Strong left-handed player. Goes up with a shot from the paint that's no good. That's really the first shot of the night for the Maroons. Coming at the 6:10 mark. Here's Schroeder. And then Schroeder's going to get fouled on the drive to the basket. It'll be a non-shooting foul. As our official Scott Heidel whistle up number 31, Adrina Forcher with her first personal foul. That's the first team foul for the Divide County Maroons here in the first quarter. Once they hit 5, they start shooting a double bonus. Entry pass broken up there by the Maroons. Another turnover for the Ranchers, their third of the quarter.
There's
2 to
just no
2
flow right now.
Right, yeah. Yeah, both teams have got 2 points apiece, and turnovers are right there as well. Brito Oppegard gives it up. They're playing beyond the 3-point line. Nobody there. Here's Weirman. Weirman kind of shuffled her feet, got away with a foul. That was Eliza Schroeder.
Just a little high five.
a little bit high five. There you go. 5:27 to go as Puckett puts up the 3-point shot from the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-point line. Falls a little bit short. The offensive putback, this time by Jocelyn Puckett again, as she follows up and puts it down for another lead for the Ranchers at 4-2. Again, three-quarter pressure in the back. It'll be going against Ava Bullinger, her second personal. That'll bring in number 14, Grace Lindstrom. That'll replace Ava Bullinger, and that could come into play, with 2 fouls against pretty good athlete in Ava.
Yep, you don't want to see that right away, losing her in the first 3 minutes, but got to be a little, don't want to take too much of a risk here in the early on.
Right. Here's Forcher down in the corner. And a high pass out to Brita Oppegard. As Weirman's got the basketball, 15 on the shot clock for the Maroons. Is this zone pressure causing a little bit of problems for the Maroons? Weirman's going to pull the trigger from 3. That's no good. As the rebound comes out to Jocelyn Puckett with the rebound. Another chance for the Ranchers to add on to their 2-point lead. Here's Barstead looking back door, finds Puckett. Puckett challenges Oppegard, comes up a little bit short, and that's going to be a jump ball. It will stay with the Ranchers according to the shot clock with 4:22 remaining here in the first quarter.
The Ranchers are definitely winning the field goal attempt battle so far.
I
can't even get shots off.
Yeah. Now here's the ball into the backcourt. Good play by Eliza Schroeder, keeping the ball alive for the Ranchers. They reset the offense with 4:10 to go, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Schroeder directing traffic at the top of the key, finds Gunderson. Drives to the paint, kick out to Barstead, tries to get it back into Gunderson. Gunderson gets her hands on it, puts the shot up, and then we're going to have a foul called against the Maroons. It'll be a shooting foul called against Divide County. It's going to go against number 32. That is Maddie Fagerlund with her first personal foul. And so Claire Gunderson with 2 points on the night so far can add to her total. From the free throw line, the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line, as she knocks down the first of 2 free throws. 3:59 remaining here in the first quarter. Next one's away is off the side iron on the left side. The rebound comes away to the Maroons. Here's Oppegard. Oppegard drives to the baseline, give up to Skylar Weirman. Weirman fakes, goes behind her back, picked up there. Good defense continues by Eliza Schroeder. Forcher with the left hand scoop shot, comes up empty. Got some possession, a position on her, but just couldn't convert it as the Ranchers pull down the rebound. Puckett on the left wing, looking for a screen, finds Lindstrom at the top of the key. One dribble gives it back over to Jocelyn. Lindstrom with it, looks at the basket, now kicks out to the right side to Gunderson. Ball's going to go off the hands of, I don't know. We should have some replay on that one.
We could use some instant replay here. That was a tough call to make.
Yeah. Well, they have the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers with the basketball. 10 on the shot clock. As now here's the ball. It's going to be intercepted, and then it's going to be tied up. And the ball will go over to the Divide County Maroons. That's the 4th turnover against the Ranchers here with 3:06 remaining in the first quarter. It's a 5-2 game. The Ranchers out on top of the Maroons on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Forcher is going to pull the trigger from 3. That's off the back iron, no good. And the rebound goes off of the Ranchers, so it'll stay with the Divide County Maroons with 2:51 remaining. Good look there, Noah.
Yeah, it looked good from this point of view.
Weirman's going to try her luck, and this time she converts it. Skylar Weirman with her first 2 points of the game, the first field goal for the Maroons. They're within 1 at 5-4 with 2:35 remaining here in the first quarter. Entry pass goes through the hands of Jocelyn Puckett. That's turnover number 5. One of the things that's concerned Coach Withstop is the number of turnovers that his Ranchers have had. I think that ball was deflected a little bit on that shot. Here's Lidstrom. Lidstrom has the basketball, and it's another turnover thrown away. And we have a foul call against the Ranchers. It's going to go against number 23, I believe. That's who they're going to whistle it against. That'll be her, let's say it's 32. No, 23. 23, so that'll send Forcher to the free throw line again to shoot 2 on the double bonus now that they've hit 5 team fouls here in the first quarter. First one up by Adrina is off the back iron, falls away, no good. Young players in this district anymore, aren't there, Noah?
Yeah, there's just talent all over the board no matter what grade.
Good players, too. I mean, despite their youth, they don't seem like they're real hesitant. I mean, when I was a 7th grader, I don't know if I could have done this. You know, and now we got another 7th grader coming into the game for the Maroons, Journey Weirman, younger sister of Skylar Weirman. And good ball movement there by Addison Barstead. Can't convert the shot, but picks up the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line. And that foul was called against Billy Forcher, her first, as Barstead will toe the stripe, takes one dribble, puts it up, and good. Like I said, I mean, I don't know, I was still sucking my thumb when I was a 7th grader, you know.
Pretty much.
These girls and boys, I mean, there's a youth all over the district. You know, boys, I mean, there's a 7th grader that starts for Tioga. There's a 7th grader that starts for the Ray Jays in boys basketball, a couple of 8th graders that start for the Ray Jays. You'll see all those tomorrow night on Game Day Media as we go over to Kurt Hoddenfield Court tomorrow night. And it'll be the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers against the Ray Jays in our action tomorrow night. And looking forward to that game. You know, it's the first time in 5 years that the Jordan Carlson hasn't started Tyson Inget, I think. There's another turnover, the 7th of the night for the Ranchers, and there's going to be a shooting foul that's going to be called against the Ranchers. And see who they put on the board here as far as that's going to be number 10, Addison Barstead. And Weirman converts the free throw.
So now the Ranchers are out Barstead and Ava as we have 9 minutes left in the first half. So
could be a long half for the Ranchers when you get your bigs and your athleticism off the floor. Can pose some problems and some challenges as Skylar Weirman misses a second of 2 free throws. We're all tied up at 6 apiece with 1:15 to go. As Lidstrom drives to the basket. Good decision by Grace, the senior, putting it down for her first bucket of the night. Another 2-point lead. And there's a turnover for the Maroons, their 3rd of the quarter. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter from the barn. My name's Randy Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson this evening, I should say. As we have another Powers Lake Burke Central Rancher turnover. They got 8 turnovers and they got 8 points.
You can tell it too by the product here on the court right now.
Yeah. Here's Forcher with the dribble. Forcher, Adrina, that is, tries to get it inside to her cousin Billy and throws it away. 8-6 still, the Ranchers with the lead and the basketball with under 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Here's Eliza Schroeder with a kick out to Claire Gunderson. Fakes, puts up the shot. Good. Good
Beautiful
shot.
move.
Yeah, great move. She's got 5 of the 10 points for the Ranchers here this evening. As Forcher thought about the 3-point shot, then loses the handle on it, but it goes off of the Ranchers. It'll stay with the Maroons with 10.5 seconds to play. No, I guess they're going to give the ball back over to the Ranchers. That'll be a turnover against Divide County. Here's Eliza Schroeder going along the baseline. A kick out to Hannah Nelson.
What a shot.
I think she had her foot on the line. The bucket will count. It's a 2-point field goal at the buzzer. And so your score at the end of the first quarter on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard is the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 12. The Divide County Maroons 6 will step aside. We'll come back after this 1-minute timeout with the start of our Northwest Therapy Services, start of our second quarter here on GameDay Media.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
And as we come back to the barn for the start of our Northwest Therapy start of the second quarter, Ava Bollinger back into the game as she tosses up a 3-point attempt, falls away, no good. And there's a ball that's intercepted and another turnover, the 6th of the night for the Maroons. As Bollinger got back on defense after missing that 3-point attempt. Here's Schroeder with the fake kick out to Lidstrom. Lidstrom is going to be fouled from the 3-point line by Skylar Weirman. Her first foul of the game, the first foul of the second quarter for the Maroons. It'll be Lidstrom at the free throw line to shoot 3. She's off the mark on the first one. She'll get 2 more. 7:34 remaining here in the half. As the second one's off the back iron as well. Stay tuned with us at halftime. We'll have our Bank at Tioga halftime report as we recap all the individual team and individual stats for both teams as Lindstrom connects on the last of 3 free throws. She's got 3 points on the night. It's a 13-6 game. And now, again, this pressure put on by the Ranchers causing all kinds of problems for the Maroons. Right in front of the NCC sports desk. Here's Weirman getting a wide open look from 3. That's no good. Ball's on the deck, picked up and run down by Audrina Forcher as Journey Weirman back into the game for head coach Ken Harding. Entry pass inside to Forcher. Billy puts up the shot. That's no good. And as she does, she's going to be fouled. So she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And the foul is against number 50, Hannah Nelson. That's the first team foul called here in the second quarter for the Ranchers. As Billy Forcher, looking for her first point of the night, does so from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. 13-7, a 6-point advantage for the Maroons with 7:02 to go in the half. Again, my name is Randy Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson this evening, providing color commentary for us here at GameDay Media at the barn in Powers Lake. Familiar place for Noah Fredrickson.
Oh, yes.
Seem to recall you knew where the three-point line was.
Yep, I sure did. Still do.
Still do, okay. Playing a little ball, independent ball somewhere?
Yep, open gyms here in Powers Lake twice a week.
Oh, really?
Just to make sure I still know where the three-point line is.
Well, I remember calling a few of them when I was on the radio. Here's another turnover for the Ranchers. They're 9th. And Journey Weirman goes up and can't convert. Missed opportunity there for Divide County as going to be double teamed underneath. There's going to be a foul that's going to be called against number 20 for the Maroons. That is Paige Smithberg with her first personal foul.
There's that youth again.
Yeah, there's another youth. Paige is an 8th grader. So they got an 8th grader, a 7th grader, a senior, another senior, and a freshman out there playing for the Divide County Maroons right now. Here's Eliza Schroeder. Lost the handle on it, turned it over. Turnover number 10 against the Ranchers. Fagerlund now gets the pass beyond the three-point line, puts it up for 3. Good. Good from the Tag Ace Hardware three-point line. That is Maddie Fagerlund with her first bucket of the night. It's a big one.
Seems like Divide County's starting to find a flow on offense. They're getting some good shots now.
A little bit, yeah. Throwing them up at the hoop rather than in the bleachers. Sometimes you got to be a little bit greedy.
Yep.
Put up the shots when they're there.
Yep, you do.
And there is a travel against the Ranchers. So the Ranchers really having some troubles with the turnovers. They got 11 turnovers according to my unofficial books.
And Coach Wistoff's trying to figure something out, bringing in new players, getting some extended minutes just to find a flow.
Yeah. That's always tough, it seems like. Somebody gets hot, somebody gets cold. Somebody has to think about it on the bench for a little while. And there's a foul put up there against the Ranchers. That is Claire Gunderson, I think, that's going to be whistled against that foul. And if so, that's her second, yes. And it's the second team foul against the Ranchers as Billy Forcher goes to the free throw line to try to tack on 2 more, where she's knocked down the first of 2 free throw attempts. She's got 2 points on the night with 5:16 to go here in the half. The lead is 2 for the Ranchers at 13-11. Second one is off the mark again, so she's 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. Yet to find the range from the field. And here come the Ranchers again. There's a good defensive play by Billy Forcher, but she steps out of bounds as she stole it away. Couldn't keep the momentum from going out of bounds. Good defensive play by Billy. So it will be 23 seconds on the shot clock as was never a change of possession. Kevin Schneider, our lead official tonight, corrects the score clock. And here is Ashlyn Sunley putting it up from three-point line. That one's no good. And here come the Maroons again, a chance to tie it up, maybe take the lead. Skylar Weirman goes to the basket, puts it off the glass, but it comes away empty. And here come the Ranchers again. Ava Bollinger playing with 2 fouls here in the second quarter. Gets the ball back, throws it up from 3. That missed everything, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Ranchers as Hannah Nelson and Jocelyn Puckett will check in for the Ranchers. And with that, we're going to have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. It'll be a short timeout. You're listening and watching Game Day Media Productions of District 7 girls basketball here from the barn in Powers Lake. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. MC Property and Maintenance LLC is a family-owned and operated property management, maintenance, and handyman company based in Stanley, North Dakota. From lawn care to snow removal and everything in between, let us manage every aspect of your rental, property, and maintenance needs. To schedule an appointment, call Max at 701-641-2772.
As we come back to the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota, this segment is going to be brought to you by Brevera Bank, a proud supporter of the Stanley community and the Stanley Blue Jays, helping you, our customer, forge new paths to achieve your financial goals at Brevera Bank in Stanley, North Dakota. And we're going to have a foul called against the Ranchers. That'll be the third team foul, and it's going to be against number 12, Eliza Schroeder, with her first. And so here come the Maroons again, trying to tie it up, as it's going to be Paige Smithberg getting a look just inside the three-point line. Paige with her first bucket of the night, and we're all knotted up at 13 apiece. I think both the coaches said we got to start throwing it at the hoop rather than throwing it away. Here's another Hawking defense, and this time it's going to be Billy Forcher. And turnovers against both teams. And now here's another interception by Paige Smithberg, the 8th grader for the Maroons. Forcher, Adrina with a deep three. Adrina with a three-pointer from the Tioga Ace Hardware three-point line. It's a 3-point lead for the Maroons as they take the lead for the first time here tonight. There's Eliza Schroeder having the ball stripped out of her hands. Goes out of bounds, last touch by the Maroons. And with 3:38 remaining, the Ranchers will keep the basketball underneath their own basket. It'll be Eliza Schroeder triggering the inbounds. Sunley gets a look at three. Good. She had her foot on the line. It's a 2-point field goal for Ashlyn Sunley. Her first bucket of the night. And here's another pass to Schroeder over to Adrina Forcher. Going to try it again for three. That's too hard this time. As Journey Weirman gets the rebound put back, and then she's going to pick up a foul.
That was quite an offensive rebound, though.
And she's going to have to come out of the game. She looks like she probably got popped in the nose, and going to need to have somebody come in and going to have to go to the locker room, get some cotton put in the nose, I think. And they're going to bring in Maddie Fagerland to replace her while she gets tended to by the coaching staff and the student managers for the Maroons. Ranchers with the ball, trailing by one, 16-15. And now here's a foul called against the Maroons. It's going to be whistled against number 34, Billy Forcher, her second personal. So fresh 35 goes on the shot clock. Ball's on the deck, and it's going to be tied up. This time the possession arrow will go over to the Ranchers. Boy, 14 turnovers so far for the Ranchers. They got 15 points on the board. What do you think they'll talk about at halftime, Noah?
I think it might have to be the turnovers. But I also think there's been a few halftimes talking about turnovers. So
kind of helter-skelter as the ball goes off the hands of Powers Lake. It'll stay with the Maroons. 2:44 remaining. Gets it inside to Billy Forcher, and Forcher gets the roll at the barn. for her first bucket of the night. She's got 4 points, 2 free throws and 1 field goal. And it's back to a 3-point lead for Divide. Jocelyn Puckett out on top to Bullinger. Tries to split the defense, loses the handle on it, gets her own rebound, blocked by Forcher, and then it's going to be tied up where it'll stay with the Ranchers. So it look like Forcher's holding her nose as well, and she's going to have to come out as well, and so she's got a bloody nose. As Brita Opagard is coming in. That's the second player going to the locker room to try to get some cotton balls put into her nose to stop the bleeding. Here's a out-of-bounds play, and it's going to be stolen away by the Ranchers. Now there's a scrum for it on the floor, and the possession arrow will go over to the Divide County Maroons. That'll be another turnover called against the Ranchers. It's costing them points for sure, these turnovers for the Ranchers. Here's Weirman. There's a pass that's intercepted. Good defense by the Ranchers on that possession for the Maroons, and here come the Ranchers again. There is Schroeder with a nifty little move for her first bucket of the night.
Look for her to get even more aggressive as this game goes on.
She started a lot of ball games for these Powers Lake Ranchers, and they kind of look to her for the leadership, I think, and probably some scoring. She probably needs to be a little bit more selfish and take care of the basketball.
Have to agree.
Boy, consecutive turnovers by both teams, and it's going to be, I guess it's going to be a jump ball, or was it a turnover? I didn't see it. I put my head down, but at any rate, you guys saw it here on GameDay Media if you're watching along with us. And currently we have quite a few, and now we're going to have a foul called against
Barstead.
Barstead, my goodness, that's her third.
Yep,
and I think Seth Wistoff is going to want to get her out of the game. And she does come out along with Grace Lidstrom coming back into the game as Ava Bullinger assumes the point on the three-quarter zone press. What's the deal on this press? How do you break it? Just make sure you don't throw it to the other team, or you got to move the ball, or what?
It's really just passing, crisp passes, confident passes, and that top player is really hard to get by. But pump fakes are huge, and they're not being utilized right now.
Here's Skylar Weirman, puts the shot up, no good, as the rebound by Smithburg is stripped, and it will come over to the Ranchers. And here's Schroeder again going coast to coast, and she probably listening to us here on GameDay Media about becoming a little bit more selfish with the basketball. Did everything right except make the basket. Here's an entry pass into Billy Forcher, and Forcher with the kiss off the glass for two on the left side. I don't know, southpaws are kind of hard to guard sometimes, aren't they?
They are.
Everybody's used to guarding a right-handed player, and my daughter was left-handed, and she did a pretty good job offensively because nobody was used to playing against a left-handed player. And now we're going to have a foul that's on the floor. And that's going to go against number 23, Jocelyn Puckett. That's her second personal foul. That is the 15th foul. So from here on out, from 27 seconds to go, if there's any more against the Ranchers, they'll go to the double bonus Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line. Chance for Vorcher, Billy, to add on two more for the Maroons. First one's off the back iron, falls away, no good. 6 points in the quarter for Forcher. 27.4 seconds remaining. Second one is away, and that one's also no good.
See if the Ranchers can get a bucket here to close out the first half.
They need a big one. Probably could use one from the Tile Gaze Hardware three-point line. Here is Puckett. Jocelyn, kick out to Lidstrom. Lidstrom tries to get it back into Puckett, but it's broken up there by the Maroons with 9.1 seconds to go. Skylar Wehrman going to check in, and they're going to get Billy Forcher out of the game with 2 fouls. That's a good substitution for the head coach Ken Harding to keep her from picking up a cheap third one.
Well, now Coach Wistoff subbed in Claire Gunderson for Jocelyn, but they both have 2, so I don't.
Yeah. Here's Gunderson in the paint, and good out-of-bounds play executed by the Ranchers. It's going to send Claire Gunderson to the free throw line off the foul by number 30, Skylar Wehrman, who just picked up her second personal foul. Gunderson short on their first free throw attempt, still with 5 points in the game. With 6.8 seconds to go, your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard, it is the Maroons 20, the Ranchers 17. Second one is good by Claire Gunderson, now with 6 points on the night. Here's Adrina Forcher losing it in the backcourt, and buzzer sounds as that pesky defense causing problems, but the buzzer sounds to end the first half. Your halftime score. It is the Divide County Maroons 20. The Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 18. We'll step aside. We'll come back after this 3-minute timeout with the start of our Bank of Tioga halftime report. You're watching Game Day Media coverage of District 7 girls basketball. My name's Randy Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson, back after this 3-minute timeout.
Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. MurexPetroleumCorporation.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419 888-8900 or visit surrisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
And as we come back to our Bank of Tioga halftime report, the Maroons holding a
Under the B fort. B4. Did I hear a bingo? Hold your cards. We gotta double check this.
our Bank of Tioga halftime report. It is the Divide County Maroons with a 2-point lead at the end of the first half, 20-18. And for the Divide County Maroons, they were 6 out of 20 from the field, 6 out of 11 from the free throw line. They had 2 3-pointers in that first half, one by Adrina Forcher, one by Maddie Fagerlund. And they committed 9 turnovers in the first half of play. Individual scoring for the Maroons goes this way. They're led in scoring by Adrina Forcher and Billy Forcher, first cousins, with 6 points each. 3 points for Maddie Fagerlund, 3 points for Skylar Weirman, and 2 points by Paige Smithberg for a total of 20 first half points. The Ranchers led 12-6 at the end of the first quarter, but were outscored 14-6 in the second quarter as the Maroons take a 2-point lead to the locker room. And for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, they had 7 players getting the scorebook. Nobody really lighting up the nets at all, but leading the way for the Ranchers is 6 points is Claire Gunderson. 3 points contributed by Grace Lidstrom, and then 2 points put down by Eliza Schroeder, Ashlyn Sunley, Jocelyn Puckett, and Hannah Nelson. And 1 point added by Addison Barsted. I believe Addison Barsted is the leading scorer for the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers, if I recall, looking at the stats that were provided by head coach Seth Wista. But she's playing with 3 personal fouls in that first half, kind of limited her playing time. And one of the things, Noah, as we have been talking a little bit, you kind of think that maybe the discussion in the Ranchers locker room is going to be, let's take care of the basketball.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to win games having 16 turnovers in the first half, so they need to be calm, confident in their moves, and they can't be hesitant because that's what leads to all these turnovers.
What's a coach's perspective? Would they rather try to work it in all the time, or I suppose it depends on what kind of shooters you have on the team, but it seems like we give up so many shots in order to make that one extra pass, and I don't know if that's always such a good idea.
Yeah. Most of the time, especially here tonight in the first half, it's led to a turnover. So you kind of like some of these girls to start shooting it because I think a lot of them just struggle with not having too much confidence to shoot that shot. But in this offense, you're going to need some of them to step up and hit some of those shots. And I know they have the ability.
Well, both coaches are going to do their coaching at halftime and make some adjustments as they see what needs to be done in the second half to try to come away with a District 7 win here tonight at the barn. Right now, the Ranchers with a 3-game winning streak coming into this game, and the Maroons trying to right the ship with a 4-game losing streak, I believe. And so, you think that the Maroons are playing with probably a little bit of weight on their back, knowing that that's on their back, trying to get back into the win column. And the Ranchers, of course, will want to keep their winning ways going.
Yep, Divide County on a 4-game losing streak, and each one of those losses, the next game, there's more desperation. So now at 4, they're definitely going to be playing with a lot of desperation here because they want that win, and the Ranchers, they want to keep that going. So I think we're in store for a great finish here tonight.
We're going to step aside when we come back to the start of our Northwest Therapy Services, start of our second half. We'll continue on here with Game Day Media coverage of girls basketball action. It's the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers down by 2 to the Divide County Maroons at the half, 20-18. We'll be back after this 90-second timeout.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
Very glad she tied me and didn't beat me.
We're just talking off air with my color commentator tonight, Noah Fredrickson, and as we welcome us back here to the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota, we were talking about Noah's sister, Savannah, ended up being a 1,500-point scorer in her high school career, and you probably had 1,500 points too, didn't you?
I wish, but I didn't quite get there. I was more around the 1,200.
1,200 mark, but you both.
But I had injuries, so.
Well, I know you had a shoulder injury for a while there, and kind of set you back a little bit, but I know you know where the hoop was. Yeah. Here's a shot put up by the Maroons out of the locker room, and that falls away no good as we're underway here with our Northwest Therapy Services start of our third quarter. 16 minutes to play. The Maroons are up by 2, 20-18. Here's an entry pass. Gunderson gets it back, splits the defense, goes with the left hand, comes away empty. And here come the Maroons again as the Weirman sisters controlling the backcourt for the Maroons. Here's Journey with it. Journey looks inside, gives it up to Billy Forcher. Pass down low to Audrina Forcher, and Audrina on a nice play drawn up by head coach Cant Harding puts in her 8th point of the night. And it's a 4-point lead for the Maroons. That was well designed, Noah.
Yeah, I think it worked just about as good as he hoped it to when he put it in. So
Jocelyn Puckett with the basketball. Jocelyn goes right side to Eliza Schroeder. Kick out to Barstead. Barstead from the right elbow puts it up, missed everything, gets her own rebound. Here's Bullinger trying her luck from the three-point line. That one's also off the mark. So the shooting woes continue for the Ranchers here tonight. And with 6:39 remaining here in the third quarter, we're sitting here from our NCC sports desk. NCC doing a great job for GameDay Media, providing internet coverage at all of our venues in their service area, and we couldn't do it without them. And there's a tie-up off the interception. It'll stay with the Ranchers with 34 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 6:27 to go here in the third quarter. It's Eliza Schroeder directing traffic at the top of the key, goes right side, entry pass into Gunderson. Faces her defender, goes off the paint, good for 2. Nice move by Claire Gunderson as she picks up her 8th point of the night. Still a 2-point deficit for the Ranchers as the Maroons bring it into the front court. Now Journey is in trouble, but she gets it to Audrina Forcher.
Wow.
Nice pass over to Skylar, and Skylar puts it down for a bucket off the glass on the right side for the Maroons. Here's a pass over to Jocelyn Puckett as the give and go back door, and it's going to be off the arms of Jocelyn Puckett. That'll be another turnover against the Ranchers, their 17th of the game. And here comes that press again as Maddie Fagerlund had trouble regaining it. Now gets it back. They get it up to Forcher. Now over to Skylar, and Skylar goes in off the mark, no good. Hits the deck, and the ball rebounded by the Ranchers. Here's that entry pass again to Gunderson. Gunderson puts it off, this time off the right side of the glass, and another 2 points on the board for Claire.
Yeah, she's having a phenomenal game. And
she's got 10 points.
Yeah. They're going to need
a
few more.
They're going to need them all.
Yeah.
As they just crossed the 10-second line, as Skylar Weirman finds the bucket on the left glass for 2 more. She's got 4 in the quarter, 7 in the game. It's back up to a 4-point lead for the Maroons. Both coaches directing traffic. Here's Addison Barstead. Barstead splits the defense, can't buy the bucket, and just about maybe picked up another foul.
Real close there. There's a fine line.
I think the officials swallowed their whistle on that one. Here's a shot put up by Journey Weirman that falls away, no good. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Maroons. But definitely, and I think Seth Wistoff saw that. He's going to get her out of there and have a little discussion about, you got to keep yourself in the game.
Yeah, you don't want a frustration foul at this point. You missed a couple of shots, but.
26-22, 4:15 to go here in the third as Hannah Nelson's checked in for the Ranchers. Ball given up to Lidstrom. Lidstrom goes with the shot, no good. And it's going to be off the arms of Jocelyn Puckett. It goes over to the Divide County Maroons. Another missed opportunity for the Ranchers, and here comes Adrina Forcher. Kick out to Weirman, Journey that is. Journey with the dribble, back to her sister. Now Journey pulls the trigger from 3. Doesn't get the roll here at the barn, but the rebound taken down by Billy Forcher. That one's no good. They're close. Had a good look. It's better than a turnover.
Yep, sure is.
26-22. Lidstrom seeing some extended playing time tonight because of some foul trouble by the Ranchers. Doing a good job, too. Here's Eliza. Eliza gets the roll here at the barn. Her 4th point of the night. And with that, there's a timeout on the floor as head coach Seth Wistoff wants to talk to his team. It'll be a short timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Game Day Media coverage of District 7 girls basketball. My name's Randy Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, North Dakota today.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. St. Luke's Medical Center located up in Crosby, North Dakota. Your complete healthcare provider located at 702 1st Street Southwest in Crosby. Call them at 701-965-6384 and schedule your healthcare appointment with all their great providers. Here's a shot put up again by Eliza Schroeder on the second effort. And we're all tied up at 26. Here's Billy Forcher finding Skylar Weirman for 3. That's off the mark, no good. Forcher there for the rebound, puts up the shot, and it'll be a foul call against the Ranchers. And the bucket is going to count. They're going to say Billy Forcher was in the act of shooting. So they count the basket, and the foul's call against number 20, Ashlyn Sunley. I don't know. That was close.
For sure in the NBA.
Yeah. Continuation. Continuation foul or
Yep.
something, huh? Anyway, Billy Forcher continues from the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line, and she's off the mark, didn't hit the rim, so that deadens the ball, and it'll be Ranchers trailing by 2, 28-26. Eliza Schroeder picks up her dribble, goes to Hannah Nelson. Back out to Claire Gunderson, the leading scorer for the Ranchers, has the ball on the deck. Gives it up to Lidstrom, and then she dribbles out of trouble. And then has the pockets picked, and it's going to be on the floor. There's a scrum, and the Possession arrow goes to the Maroons. Another turnover in the books for Powers Lake Burke Central, their 18th of the game. 28-26. As the youngsters in the Maroon backcourt bringing the ball up, and Skylar Weirman puts it in off the right glass for another 2 points, her 6th of the quarter, 9th of the game. So big quarter for Skylar Weirman of the Divide County Maroons. Entry pass inside. There is Eliza Schroeder again, and Eliza now with 6 points here in the third quarter. She got 8 on the game. There's Smithburg trying to find Billy Forcher. Forcher can't grab it. It's another turnover for the Maroons, their 11th of the game. 30-28, chance for the Ranchers to tie it up, possibly take the lead. Entry pass inside to Eliza, and Eliza moves her way down to the bucket, puts it off the glass for 2 more. And with that, there's another timeout on the floor as we're all tied up on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. 30-30. We'll step aside. We'll come back after this short timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning. The Country Store, located at 123 Main Street in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it.
As we come out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, the Ranchers are starting to heat things up with Eliza Schroeder. She's got 8 points in the quarter, Noah.
Well, you see, the Ranchers kind of been carried by their role players so far. Claire Gunderson really stepping up, and now it's kind of like Eliza's starting to bring it home. So good to see that from Eliza.
Eliza's got 8 in the quarter. Clara's got 4 in the quarter. Both of them have 10 points in the game. They got 10 of the 30, or 20 of the 30 between the two of them. Here's Skylar Weirman. It's a good game here tonight. Probably way too many turnovers for the coach's perspective, but for the fans, it's kind of a enjoyable game. And here's Adrena Forcher putting it up and in. Adrena with another bucket. She's got now 10 points for Divide County, and it's back to a 2-point lead for the Maroons. Here's Eliza Schroeder. Cross-court pass to Barsted. Barsted from the paint with a little hook shot.
Oh.
Can't get it to convert. And then we're going to have a foul, and kind of didn't mean to do that kind of a foul.
That's a tough one.
It's going to be whistled against Addison Barsted with her 4th, and so now there's a decision. And that quick decision brings Grace Lidstrom in to replace Addison Barsted, who goes to the bench with 4 personal fouls, with still only 1 point in the game. Good defense by Eliza Schroeder, trying to step up her game a little bit here, causing a real havoc as Weirman pulls the trigger from the Tioga Ace Hardware 3-point line, and she's really starting to
what a second half.
Yeah. 9 points in the quarter for Skylar. Here's a shot put up by Lidstrom, hits the side of the backboard. And here come the Maroons again. Nice pass down low to Forcher. Adrena a little bit too heavy, and then we're going to have an over-the-back foul called against Paige Smithburg. And so it will go back over to the Ranchers with 10.3 seconds to go. Nobody close to the 5-second rule. Or five fouls.
Nope.
Do you give one? I mean, somebody gets inside. There's probably where you should have one.
You don't want to give it on the shot, though.
You don't want to give it on the shot. That's true. That's a foul against Divide County, their 2nd of the quarter. It goes against number 10, Journey Weirman, her 2nd of the game. So Ava Bullinger pulls the trigger. It's off the back iron with the first one. She's still looking for her first point of the night. 2.5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Call up your friends and family. We've got a good game going here as the Ranchers cut the lead down to 4. Here's Skylar Weirman from 3/4 court as the buzzer sounds, and we're done with the third quarter. Your score at the end of 3. It's Divide County 35, the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 31. We'll step aside. We'll come back with our Northwest Therapy Service, the start of our fourth quarter, after this 1-minute timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique. Shop in person in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Frames by Ryan James, located in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Frames by Ryan James.
As we come back for the start of our fourth quarter, sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services out of Ray and Williston, North Dakota. Heidi Barman, your speech pathologist at Northwest Therapy Services. There's a shot put up by Hannah Nelson. Nelson with a big bucket for the Ranchers, cuts the lead down to 2 for the Maroons. Entry pass into Billy Forcher. Forcher puts it up, no good. Offside rebound by Paige Smithberg. That one's no good. The rebound comes out to Skylar Weirman. Another opportunity and a fresh 35 on the shot clock. And here's Journey Weirman as the Ranchers are overplaying from the paint. There's a bucket by Billy Forcher to go into double digits, and just like that, there's a timeout on the floor. It'll be a short timeout. We'll come back after this 30-second break.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
As we come back to Game Day Media's coverage here at the barn in Powers Lake, my name's Randy Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson tonight. It's another turnover by the Ranchers on the entry pass. And here come the running Maroons. Forcher gives it up to Skylar Weirman. Maroons now with a 4-point lead, 37-33. Weirman, Skylar that is, looks out on top to Adrina Forcher. They go out to Journey. Journey with the dribble. Kick out to Adrina. Weirman with a quick trigger. Three-pointer. Buries it.
It's a Weirman takeover here.
Did no hesitation at all. And here come the running Maroons again, and there's another point off the turnover by Adrina Forcher on the turnover by Powers Lake. Things exploded to a 9-point lead. Block shot by Forcher. Give the ball up to Ava Bullinger. Ava trying to find somebody, finds Eliza, and Eliza puts it up. That's off the iron, no good. It's going to be last touch by the Maroons. It'll stay with the Ranchers with 5:44 remaining. Grace Lidstrom tries to trigger the inbounds pass, finally finds Eliza Schroeder. Eliza with the dribble, puts up, no good, and there's going to be a foul call against the Maroons on the shooting foul. I believe it's going to be Adrina Forcher. That's her second personal. And it'll be the first team foul here in the fourth quarter for the Maroons as Eliza Schroeder goes to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line to shoot two. The first one's up and off the mark, no good. Liza with 10 points on the night. Her and Claire Gunderson have both got 10 points here in the contest as we have a number of substitutions for head coach Seth Wistoff. Barsted back in the game playing with 4 fouls, and there she is right away, and she's going to go to the free throw line on another foul called. It's going to go against number 30, Skylar Weirman. That's her third. As Addison Barsted goes to the free throw line, and that free throw is in. That's her second point. And that one is off the mark, and it's no good, but the offensive rebound by Ava Bollinger. She's going to go for 3, rolls around the rim. Rebound comes out to Schroeder. Out on top to Puckett. Kick out to Sunley, now back inside to Jocelyn Puckett, double teamed. And then they're going to have a foul called on the arm. It's going to be whistled against Divide County.
They're inching their way to the bonus here.
That was a whistle against number 34, Billy Forcher. Now the Ranchers throw the ball away. Nope, they don't. Yeah, they do. That'll be a turnover against Powers Lake, their third of the quarter, 21st of the game. Again, heavy pressure put in the backcourt by the Maroons. They break the press, they get it in the front court, and then they slow the ball down. Here's Journey Weirman dribbling to the base now, looking for some help. Finds Forcher beyond 3, good. Adrina Forcher puts it down for 3 more. She's got 15 on the night. It's back up to now 11-point lead for Divide County. What a half by Adrina Forcher. 9 points in the half for the freshman. And now here come the Ranchers, and the Maroons are all over. Good pressure defense by the 7th grader, Journey Weirman. Getting picked up off the floor by Billy Forcher with a pat on the back.
It just looks like and feels the Maroons just want this one a little bit more. I was talking about that desperation earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, they're hungry for a win, no doubt, at Divide County. Probably no better place to get it here at the barn in Powers Lake.
Yeah.
A nice spin move by Ava Bollinger. Can't connect, but the ball goes off the arms of the Divide County Maroons. And before we can continue on here, we have a St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. It'll be a full timeout. You're watching Game Day Media coverage of girls basketball here from District 7 at the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin. Bank of Tioga, with locations in Tioga and Crosby, North Dakota. Come and talk to us about all your financial needs. Whether it's agriculture, business, investments, or personal banking, we have the right product for you. Call our Tioga Bank at 701-664-3388 or our Crosby Bank at 701-965-6333 to discuss your needs with us. Ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga.
As we come out of that timeout, this segment brought to you by the Powers Lake Booster Club, located up here in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Proud Rancher supporters in all their athletic events. As the Maroons have the basketball, and Seth Wistoff, the head coach for the Ranchers, encouraging a little bit more aggressive defense They leave Skylar Weirman all alone, and there's another one at the bottom of the net for Weirman. And with that, there's another timeout on the floor as head coach Seth Wistoff wants to have a little discussion. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 14-point lead, 48-34 by the Divide County Maroons. Will step aside, come back after this 1-minute timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Bingaman Construction in Ray, North Dakota, your go-to for all your residential and commercial spray foam and construction needs. Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
.48 to go as we come back out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. And the Ranchers have the basketball. Need some buckets in a hurry as they find Claire Gunderson at the free throw line. Kick out to Hannah Nelson, then loses her dribble, goes over to Lidstrom, and Grace with the rebound, or with the shot. The rebound by Forcher Billy. This segment is brought to you by Prairie Motors, located in Stanley, devoting themselves to helping and serving our customers to the best of their ability with high quality vehicles and service and much, much more. Contact Matt Evans. There's a hip check by the Ranchers with 3:10 to go here in the contest. It's going to be whistled against Hannah Nelson, her second. Fresh 35 goes on the shot clock, Noah. Time running becoming a factor here for the Ranchers.
You're looking for steals here. You need possessions. So can't just let them dribble the clock out.
Here is a wide open look by Skylar Weirman. Probably should have stepped beyond the three-point line.
Yep.
And there is a ball mishandled, and now we're going to have a foul called against the Ranchers. I believe they're going to whistle Eliza Schroeder. Schroeder picks up her second personal foul. And so we have another timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here, though, so we can make some live mentions of this game, including DA Land LLC, established in 2021, providing quality skid steer attachments, farm and ranch supplies, feed and pet supplies to the Tioga area. The Porch, located over in Ray, North Dakota, a locally owned coffee shop serving a variety of drinks for everybody. Contact Mandy Knox at The Porch in Ray, right along Highway 2. Surge Aesthetics, located in Tioga and Hazen. Our purpose is to enhance your natural beauty and give you the confidence that you need. Call Sarah in Tioga at 701-641-6429 or Corey at their Hazen office at 701-870-0529. TechNex Solutions, located in Tioga, offering measurement sales, service, and support for oil and water measurement equipment in the Bakken. Call Jason at 701-641-0647 or contact him at email jason@technexsolutions.com. Farmers Union Insurance Agency, the Larson Vossen Agency, located in Crosby, selling crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Call Chell or Robbie at 701-965-6335 today. Now we're playing a game of keep away as we come back. And Audrina Forcher gets to Journey Weirman. Journey gets it to Billy Forcher. Forcher tries to split the defense, and we're going to have a blocking foul called against the Ranchers. It's going to go against number 50, Hannah Nelson. Probably a good foul. I mean, it was a non-shooting foul. The only trouble is that Divide County gets another fresh 35 on the shot clock. 2:40 to go. 14-point lead for the Maroons. Now here's the ball intercepted. Stolen away by Eliza Schroeder. And here comes Eliza, picked up there by Billy Forcher. Now Barstead in the paint with a little scoop hook shot. Count the basket for Barstead. And the harm is going to go to the Divide County Maroons. She'll go to the Souris Valley Dental Group free throw line as that foul was committed against Skylar Wehrman, picking up her fourth. Barsted's free throw is no good as the Ranchers fight for it and get it back. Here's a shot by Eliza Schroeder for three.
Here's some life for the Ranchers.
Still a little bit of a lifeline here for the Ranchers.
5-point possession there. Can't ask for much more than that.
Journey finds a lane to the bucket, puts it off the glass. Now that's got ice in her veins.
Yep. I was just going to say that.
She had no qualms about going to the basket. Nobody picked her up, put it off the glass. We'll keep it right here as we continue on with some of our live mentions, including the 701 Cornhole Company. Custom cornhole sets making your cookouts even better. Visit their website at 701cornholecompany.com to see what they can make for you. That's Brad Anderson in Mandan, North Dakota with the 701 Cornhole Company. Hidden Beauty Salon and Spa located in Tioga on Main Street. You can find them on Facebook at Hidden Beauty. They're your full-service salon and spa in Tioga. Kyle Hansen, your thriving financial agent in Stanley, North Dakota for all your financial planning needs in Northwest North Dakota. Give Kyle Hansen or Becky Gettle a call. Your local thriving advisors at 701-628-2384. And we also want to thank the Tioga Pirates Booster Club, supporting the Pirates and the Firestorm and all the athletic programs at Tioga. Coming on board with us, and again, we've had a couple of new sponsors that have come on board, including RTC Networks, based in Parshall, North Dakota. Their goal is to provide cutting-edge technology to their customers with their 20 exchanges and 6,000 square mile area. That's RTC Networks. And also the Bethel Baptist Church located up here in Powers Lake in North Dakota. And here's Journey Wehrman slowing things down as they play catch beyond the three-point line. 11-point lead for the Maroons. Ball over in the hands of Paige Smithberg. Paige now over to Journey Wehrman, guarded there by Ava Bollinger. Under 10 on the shot clock. Here's Billy Forcher looking over to Adrena Forcher, puts a shot up, kind of altered there by the Ranchers. And here come the Ranchers again, trailing by 11, 50-39, as Bollinger puts up the three-point effort. That ball is tipped. And according to our officials, it goes off of White. No, it goes off of the Maroons. So it'll stay with the Ranchers. Not sure how that couldn't have been off the Ranchers with
I didn't
Addison
see no
Barstead
tip.
going. Well, I saw the tip, but I saw Barstead go out of bounds with it. So, but anyway, we play on. We're going to have to figure out this instant replay stuff.
We do.
11-point lead as Skylar Wehrman could have had a shot from three. Decides the time is more important to run off the clock. Gives it up to Smithberg. Smithberg with it. Goes right side to Adrena Forcher. Hand check by Hannah Nelson. Finally, there's a foul. Nelson's going to pick up her fourth foul. It'll be the fourth team foul against the Ranchers. And so there's no shooting foul yet. Shot clock is off with 34.6 seconds remaining in the game here in the fourth quarter. Smithberg will inbound the basketball right in front of the GameDay Media NCC Sports Desk. Again, here's Journey Wehrman dribbling time off the clock. And ball is blocked out of bounds by the Ranchers, but a little bit too late, I think, for the Ranchers with only 26 seconds remaining. And Smithberg will trigger the inbounds pass. They get it into Wehrman. Wehrman behind her back with a nifty little move, and then she's going to be fouled. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot two, as Ava Bollinger just picked up her third personal foul. And so with 19.9 seconds to go, Skylar Wehrman can tack on two more from the Souris Valley Dental Group charity stripe. Got 15 on the night so far. make it 16 as she knocks down the first one, and that kind of puts the lid on the victory for the Divide County Maroons, as Billy Forcher's going to get a nice round of applause from the Divide County faithful. And Journey Weirman comes out of the game, and Maddie Fagerlin and Brita Oppegard come back in as Skylar's all alone at the free throw line. She converts both free throws. We'll have our DNL Paraffin post-game show along with our player of the game, sponsored by Brad Johnson Insurance, following the conclusion of our game here tonight. Might be kind of hard to figure out who that's going to be, but here's a shot put up by the Ranchers, put back by the Ranchers as the buzzer sounds to end the game. Your final score: it is the Divide County Maroons 52, the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers 39, as the Maroons pick up a big District 7 win here. We're going to put our headset down. We're going to try to go over and pick up head coach Kent Harding to come up with a post-game show, and we'll send it back to our studio for a quick timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent.
Merrick's Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. Merrick'sPetroleumCorporation.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com. TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our Level 5 Trauma Center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology departments. Our physical, occupational, and speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunizations. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. To schedule an appointment, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. MC Property and Maintenance LLC is a family-owned and operated property management, maintenance, and handyman company based in Stanley, North Dakota. From lawn care to snow removal and everything in between, let us manage every aspect of your rental, property, and maintenance needs. To schedule an appointment, call Max at 701-641-2772.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics, as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
at Bethel Baptist Church in Powers Lake. Come join us for Sunday school at 10 and worship at 11. If you can't join us in person, make sure to find us on Facebook for messages, weekly devotionals, podcasts, and important Bethel updates at Bethel Baptist Powers Lake.
At NCC, Northwest North Dakota is our backyard. The individuals and businesses who rely on NCC's services aren't just our customers. You're our neighbors, our friends, and our families. That's why we're committed to providing the high-quality internet, video, phone, and security systems you need to stay connected with the friendly, local service you deserve. NCC, making connections in Northwest North Dakota.
As we come back here to our DNL Paraffin postgame show, I'm with head coach Ken Harding, the victorious Divide County Maroons head coach, and nice to get that monkey off your back, getting another win back in the win column for the Maroons.
Well, we've had some battles. I mean, we've played some very good teams, and you know our experience. Sometimes we just got a little ways to go. We got some things to learn, some things to work out. Tonight it was nice to see some of those girls step up and hit some shots. We've been kind of waiting for that to happen, so that kind of got us going, got our defense going, and yeah, it was a good win for us.
I thought coming into the barn tonight, I always thought it was hard to play here, and I don't know what your girls think about it, but it is what it is. And the Maroons battled with the Ranchers, and you kind of got hot in that third quarter and come out strong and scored 15 points in the third quarter to kind of set the tone for the rest of the second half. But you had some balanced scoring, especially by your backcourt duo, the Weirman girls.
Yeah, they can score. I mean, those girls give us scoring that we've really needed for a long time. They can step up and score. They can create for other people as well. Adrena Forger hit some shots tonight for us that were huge. And, yeah, I mean, we have a few older kids, but a lot of younger girls that just need big game experience, and this was a good one.
Well, congratulations, Kent. What's up next for the Maroons?
Well, we play Kenmare tomorrow, so it doesn't get a lot easier. So we got to be up for another battle. And so far this season, when we played back-to-back, that second night's kind of got us. So our challenge is to come out and get going right away and play with fire right away. So,
well, we want to wish you all the best from GameDay Media. Congratulations on your victory tonight as you get back into a big District 7 win against the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers.
Thanks, Randy. Appreciate it.
And as we step aside, we're going to bring in our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. We'll talk to number 30, a freshman, Skylar Weirman. And Skylar, I mean, you hit some big three-pointers in that second half.
Yeah, I sure did. They were very needed because it was getting close there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you and your little sister, I mean, I don't know if I've seen a seventh grader play with as much ice in her veins as your sister does. Who wins at home in the battles at home?
Oh, it's pretty ugly when we play. There's usually some balls thrown at each other, some cuss words. Gets ugly, but I come out on top.
Well, it was a good team win tonight. I think you had 3 players that got into double figures tonight. Kind of spread the success around. I know that Adrena hit some big 3 points and some big buckets for you. You were cool as a cucumber from the 3-point line as well as Journey putting in some shots. And then, you got to give credit to Billy Forcher taking up some space and doing her job in the middle.
Yeah, it was really a team effort tonight. It was nice to see us all come out and just play. Hopefully we can do it again tomorrow with another big game.
Well, you got the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. They don't get easier, so best of luck to you tomorrow. And she's our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. That is Skylar Weirman, a freshman for the Divide County Maroons. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll step aside. We'll come back and finish up with our DNL Paraffin postgame show after this timeout.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
Hey, Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Since 1961, Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
And as we come back and finish up here with our broadcast on GameDay Media here at the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota, once again your final score, it was the Divide County Maroons dropping the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers by a score of 52-39. The Maroons were 19 out of 43 from the field tonight, 8 out of 14 from the free throw line. They knocked down 6 3-pointers, and 4 of those were in the second half. They committed 12 turnovers this evening. And for the Ranchers, they were 16 out of 43 from the field tonight, 6 out of 15 from the free throw line. They only had 1 3-pointer tonight, but the big thing in the scorebook that kind of sticks out to me was the 21 turnovers that they had, with 16 of those turnovers in the first half, which kind of set them back a little bit, I thought, as you could see the frustration on the team with the turnovers that they had. Individually, it goes this way for the Divide County Maroons. They had 6 players get in the scorebook, leading the way with 17 points. Our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Skylar Werman, with 17 points. Adrena Forcher contributed 15 points. And Billy Forcher, the other player with double digits, with 10 points. 5 points put in by Journey Werman. 3 points put in by Maddie Fagerlin. And rounding out the scoring was 2 points for Paige Smithberg, for a total of 52 points here this evening. And for the Ranchers, they got 13 points out of Eliza Schroeder, 11 of them in the second half. 10 points for Claire Gunderson, 4 points each for Addison Barstead and Hannah Nelson, 3 points for Grace Lidstrom, 2 points each for Ashlyn Sunley, Jocelyn Puckett, and 1 point for Ava Bullinger. Playing but not scoring was, I guess that's it. 39 points total for the Ranchers, as the Ranchers dropped to 4-4. The Divide County Maroons improved their record to 5-5 on the season. And as we close up our post-game show here on D&L Paraffin's post-game show, my color commentator Noah Fredrickson, any final thoughts you'd like to inject tonight, Noah?
Well, I believe this is going to be a big game when we get down to that end of the season and the seeding. I feel like these teams are really close to each other, and Divide gets the gets the early win here. It'll be huge for them, but I think the big thing here was Powers Lake 16 turnovers in the first half really kind of set the tone. But, I mean, going into that second half, they were still in the game, and then at that point it just came down to the Maroons making a heck of a lot of shots, and Powers Lake just could not get any shots to fall tonight.
I was kind of impressed with Eliza Schroeder as she finished strong in the second half with 11 second-half points, but not enough as the Ranchers fall to the Divide County Maroons. Your final score 52-39. That brings us to the conclusion of our broadcast here tonight from the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Tomorrow night we'll be traveling over to Ray J Nation as the boys will do battle in District 7 play. It'll be the Ray Jays hosting these Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers. And what I'm figuring is going to be a pretty good game. I'm excited to watch that game, Noah, and I know you're going to come alongside of us tomorrow, but I think we were talking both off air. We're kind of excited to see what can happen over there.
I'm very excited to see it because, I mean, Ray Jays, they're starting to get hot. They're starting to figure things out. They're fun to watch. Powers Lake's kind of been struggling here the last couple of weeks, and they're going to want to turn the ships here. So,
yeah, when the defending, you got your target on your back when you're the defending district champion. Of course, we're in a new class system now as there's no District 16 anymore, but they are the district defending champion, also the Region 8 defending champion, going to the state tournament a year ago. And, there's always a target on the back of champions. And so until somebody knocks them off,
they're
the champions. So we'll see what happened tomorrow. On behalf of my board operator tonight, Nick Walla, and my camera operator tonight, Owen Miller, my name's Randy Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson. Until tomorrow night, your final score here from the barn in Powers Lake, North Dakota. It's the Divide County Maroons handing the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers a loss, 52-39. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow night here on GameDay Media.
Tonight's GameDay Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nessa Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, 701 Cornhole Company, Bingaman Construction, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, Tioga Parts Supply, Surge Aesthetics, The Porch, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Tech Next Solutions, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Thrivent, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, TNT Measurements Incorporated, MC Property and Maintenance LLC, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, Bethel Baptist Church of Powers Lake, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.